Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Damn, what the heck? Wow, thank you guys. Yes, I am pulling out all the stops. I'm 3 days away, 2 days after today, from potentially becoming a Twitch partner. It might still take a couple more days, but I am not taking any risks. We are doing the mostest. So this is, yeah, it's so exciting. Thank you guys for being just as excited as I am. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I know I'm supposed to cosplay. I was supposed to cosplay Chun-Li, but I don't want to take any risks. So after Saturday, we'll cosplay Chun-Li, but until Saturday, I'm going to be streaming today. Obviously, I'm streaming. I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I will be streaming on Saturday just to try my best. And Saturday, if all goes well, I will have achieved all the requirements to be partner. So, yeah! Thank you guys so much for being a part of me in this journey. I really, really, really appreciate it. What? Is that Jamie? Of course it's Jamie. Thank you so much, Jamie. Welcome to stream. Hope you stay this time. Jamie is so infamous for gifting subs and then just leaving, but we still appreciate him nonetheless. Thank you so much, Jamie. Jamie. All right. Welcome. Happy Thursday, guys. I thought today was Friday, and if anyone really pays attention to my tweets, I totally tweeted that I was supposed to hang out with my gals tonight, but actually it's tomorrow. So tomorrow, if you come by, not my stream, but Ryu's stream, we'll be streaming and just chatting, maybe playing some games. So yeah, hope you guys check us out. This, for today's stream, is that a sub? Oh god. Shay Kitty! Shay! Thank you so much for the sub! Is that, everyone has different usernames on every platform, but I think it's the creator, Shay, that I will be collabing with soon. Yes, it is! Okay, guys, check out Shay Kitty. She is also a streamer, and actually, if you guys are really following along, we'll be at a hot tub stream together with Lex Kuma, Rushi, and gluten-free bagel. I am so hyped. Thank you. Let me, oh, I forgot. I need to tweet that I'm live, Instagram that I'm live, so give me 1 second, guys. Take my little selfies. You have to take at least 10 selfies and one of them will be good. Twitch, done. Instagram next. Instagram. Ba 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 ba. Do it. Click my link. Check me out. We're gonna have so much fun. I had some followers submit their worst dates ever, and we're gonna go over them. I have not been on that many unique dates, so it's kind of fun reading everyone else's dates because there are some bad ones. Like, how the heck did some of these guys end up on these dates? I mean, did you not vibe check them? Like, seriously. You gotta, this is why it's so important to message first and then check vibes. If vibes work out, then we go on dates. But can I see some of the Pokemon in the background? I have Teddy Ursa. I have Pikachu up there. Oh, I have Bulbasaur, Eevee, Vulpix. So, yeah. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining my stream. How do I define a date? To me, a date is a romantic setting where two people are making this like intimate moment between themselves and like just getting to know each other. That to me is a date. So I think most of my dates have been with friends. I really highly suggest going on dates with friends. It's always the most fun. Like, think about all the romantic things you want to do for someone you love, and if you don't have that person, do it with your friend because your friend is someone super meaningful to you and you want to do this thing with someone you love. So why not do it with your friend? I think that's something that I learned later in life and that I'm glad I learned. And now I have these wonderful memories with my gal pals, like actually Shay, Lux, Kuma, Rue, and Gluten Free Bagel and I are all going to be doing a picnic together. So it'll be like a 5-some date, you know? Thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Let's go. Chan's path to partner. Whoop, whoop. All right, should we get started? Ba-da-da-da. Worst dates ever by Chan's community. And if you want to submit any, please go to my Instagram and submit your date. It only allows like a certain number of characters, but you can always just like have multiple responses to like continue your thought. I know that's so clunky and awkward, but I really want to know. And I don't want you to skip on any of the juicy details. Okay. These are like all Hextech! Ah! Why does it say you just subscribed? I know this is not your first subscription. You are OG. So, okay. Some of these are like so short because sadly I did not think about the letter limits. We have blind date. Girl complained I opened a door for her and they asked me how much money I make. That's not terrible, but yeah, that's pretty bad. If that's the worst date you had, that's not bad. But fuck her, and I'm glad you got out of it. So, happy it was a past date, no longer. I was set up on a blind, oh, lots of blind dates. How do you guys even get set up on blind dates? I've been trying to set up my friends, and they just won't do it. I can't make it happen. I mean, blind dates, you have two people that agree to be on this blind date, right? So you have two people who have no idea what to expect. How do you get people to agree to this? Because I would never. My friends would never. You would at least have to show them a picture, right? I want to see at least an Instagram profile before I agree to be on this date, man. Dating services mainly, they don't let you see pictures. What? What? That's crazy. What dating services? Okay, so we have I was set up on a blind date and this girl brought her friend. Okay, understandable. I mean, like, if it's a blind date, I can understand wanting to bring your friend for safety purposes. Jamie gifting 5 more subs. Jamie is not even saying a word. He's just gifting subs. Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my content so we can do silly things like talk about people's worst dates and wear cute clothes. Hey, I want to say thank you to the followers that take their time to thank other people for gifting. Yes, thank you guys. Jamie is awesome. This is why I love my community. We are kind. We are thankful when we're given things. Leathered, no clue what you're on about. You look like Catwoman. Thank you. Thank you. Catwoman is such a top tier waifu. So, huge compliment. Thank you, Jamie. Alright, I was set up on a blind date and this girl brought her friend and I was completely ignored the entire time. Yeah, don't waste your time with blind dates. Like, this is why in our channel we stress always be friends first. Friends, then date. Because, like, what happened? Does this guy have to pay for her and the friend? Like, this is just weird. I don't understand this blind date thing. Are you guys watching Love is Blind? How do you feel about it? I kind of like that. Like, you go, that is like a true blind date, right? That's like OG online. You're getting to know someone without seeing them. I could do that. But if I'm having to pay for the friend, I'm out for real. What? At least pay for your own friend. Preach, guys, preach. Blind dates are always bad, just usually. Just usually. Like, only 80% of the time. So my method in, like, asking people out on dates and going on dates is that I'm just gonna invite them to what I would do normally. Like, my friend date that I do is I'll invite them to go to the farmer's market with me. And that's a lot of fun because anytime I'm at the farmer's market, I'm just like all giddy. Um, just because I know I'm surrounded by people who feel the same way about me, about sustainability and the environment, and it just feels really good. And then I get to expose my friends to that kind of circle. And once you have produce from a farmer's market, you know the difference. You're not gonna try to go elsewhere and buy the cheap stuff at Walmart anymore, okay? Just take a bird to the pub, problem solved. I will agree, bar dates are sometimes fun, but it has to be like a chill bar date. You know, I don't want to go to like the club on the first date. I want it to be a very like, I can hear you. Maybe there's a small band playing, but enough to talk. Dating friends is tougher most of the time. My guy friends try to do that. My girlfriends complain they can't have guy friends. What? I don't understand. Going to the club for a date is crazy. No riz activity. Except if you're a good dancer. Except if you know how to like control the thing. But no, club is a like boys club or girls club activity or like friends activity, or it's like a like way down the line kind of date where I'm just trying to grind up on you. Wait, what? This poor guy. I'm gonna call them by the first initial of their usernames. So we have S. S says her ex boyfriend drove her to the date. What? And another one was with a girl and her 6 best friends. This guy had 2 awful dates that he had to tell me about. So one, her ex-boyfriend drove her to the date, and the other one was a girl who brought 6 best friends. Bringing one friend was bad enough, and now you got 6. Although I'm not gonna lie, I definitely was the best friend in the situation, but it wasn't even a date. So like my best friend and I were in Portugal, and she really hasn't dated. Like she's had boyfriends. Do you ever have that friend who just gets in a relationship and then immediately after the end of that relationship gets in another relationship? It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I'm like, don't you want to have fun? How can you date someone you essentially just met? Like, they meet someone, a month later, they're in a relationship with this person. Like, do you even know this person? Really? Right? So she's been like always in a relationship. So finally, we're in Portugal, and I'm like, there's no way you can end up in a relationship with someone here. Let's go out and have some fun. And so I make her download Tinder. I pick her profile pictures, and she's getting matches like crazy because she's hot as fuck, but she doesn't know which pictures are good. But I have the eye, right? So we match up with a guy who probably he's making dough. Like I can just tell he's talking like he makes dough, and I'm like, this doesn't have to turn out to be anything, but and not that we're gold diggers, but it's nice to have to go on fun times with someone you know can afford to have fun And we're on vacation mode. We're spending. So that does not matter for us, right? And I'm trying, she is so bad at talking to guys. So I'm literally on her Tinder messaging for her to this guy. And I'm like, how hard is it? You should just be like, hey, let's meet up. I'm on vacation. No, this dude was so like reserved. He's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because you're with your best friend or something. And I'm like, bro, it's not even a date. It's just a hangout. Like, you can bring your friend. Like, anyways, we never ended up meeting up with a guy. And I'm just like, who doesn't do that? I'm sorry. If it's like a public setting, I'm on Tinder, and some foreign guy is visiting on vacation, and it's obvious he's just like trying to hang out, like, and he's like, yo, let's meet up. And he says a very public and safe place, I'm gonna meet up with him. Like, if I'm bored and not doing anything, why not? Take chances. Better than these blind dates. At least he knew what she looked like. Yes. Dude, I have this one friend that I'm like, bro, wait a few months, because in my experience, most people who relationship hop tend to have loneliness problems and needs to work on it. Preach. Preach. Oh my gosh. Thala, exactly. Exactly. Highlight that message. Everyone just simmer in that with me. If you're this person, just simmer. Wait, think about what he just said, because it's probably true. And my best friend would admit this is true. Guess what? She's in a relationship now. And I told her. This was a guy she kind of knew, like, was friend of a friend, so a bit better. But I'm like, they started having feelings for each other. He just got out of a relationship. A month later, they're in a relationship. And I was like, bro, wait. Just wait. Just, even if you guys like each other, don't make it official. Like, just still be friends. Even if you have feelings, like, wait. Just wait on it, bro. The waiting makes it all worth it. I don't know. I hope it works out for them, because he's a really, really sweet guy. And she's an amazing person, but they need to work on their loneliness problems, man. Oh my God. Mr. L here says, the time my date told me the date was just Tinder eats for her. No, she didn't. It is one thing to do that, already like gross. I don't like that kind of person. But the audacity she had to say it on the date. If she said that on the date with me, I would not pay. I'd be like, all right, bye, see ya. I would book it out of there. I would go up to the waiter or waitress and be like, I'm ready to pay for my bill, or like this drink that I had, and I'm out. Like, there is no reason for you to stay in that situation. No, that. What? I jump into the stream in a serious relationship conversation while she's wearing an anime assassin outfit. You know, I'm always dressed to kill. What can I say? Oh my gosh. Mr. L, we feel for you. A moment of silence for L. Glad you survived it to this day. I know a lot of people consider and a big no-no, but the women I've talked to or had something with were and still are friends I had those feelings for. What? I don't understand. Hello, assassin. Hello. I'd thank you if you tried to kill me. Thank you. Guys, I appreciate you calling me thick. So I started, if you guys are a avid follower of me or just a follower as of a week or two ago, you know that I've been on this pretty strict diet of trying just to max out veggies in my life, and it's been going good in terms of like health and energy, but your girl has lost some booty. I lost too much weight. I lost 5 pounds and my peach is smaller than it used to be. And that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm working out to grow the peach. So today, for the first time in a while, well, that's not true. Okay, best chicken sandwich is Culver's. So, but today I had Chick-fil-A and it was amazing. So now, yeah, save the peach. We're eating a little dirty now. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me lather that chicky Sammy with some mayo. You can't eat a chicky Sammy without covering it in mayo. I don't know, it just makes sense. Chicken, egg, and like you gotta have saucy sauce. You can't just have plain chicky Sammy. Like that's just weird. I've been following since like 2020, 2021. Ah, Proby! Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for continuing with me throughout this. Oh, you've been here from the beginning. I'll remember you, Proby. Ingraining your username in my mind. I haven't been on lives. I've been trying to rewatch them. Oh, you're so sweet. Life. You don't have to. So, what I'm trying to get in the rhythm of is 2020 as well. Monkey Chef, not Chief, Monkey Chef. Love you guys. So I'm in the process of streamlining, like, okay, I'm streaming and then I'm editing clips and then it will be all the highlights should be on YouTube. So worst case scenario, because I'm streaming a lot nowadays, it is hard to keep up with, but it is so sweet. You guys warm my heart. Thank you. Dan the Swang, I'm not sure, probably early 2021. I come and go. Still amazing. Love it, love it. Okay. Shall we read the next one? Wait. I don't understand this one. Worse, she complained about me paying attention to her while she was talking. How does that happen? Back in the old Chandra Des day. Oh my gosh, that is for real OG. Unfortunately, Chandra Des got banned, and I just wanted to do something that was more cutesy, I guess. So I think from Chandra Des we went to ChancoCat. I think I followed you on TikTok a few years ago. Then one day I saw you on Twitter and was like, oh yeah, her. Oh, this is how I know you're OG Monkey Sheep. I like a little mayo, but the video you posted with mayo was a bit over the top. Okay. So those of you, let me bring it up. I don't even know if it's still there because a lot of my shit will randomly get banned. But yeah, I had this mayo video where I ate I just like got a spoonful of mayo and just crammed it in my mouth because I do like mayo enough. Maybe not enough to do that like all the time, but for the video, it was hilarious. And you would think I would clear out the mayo jar and put like vanilla pudding that's more edible, but no, I'm way too lazy for that. So that was real mayo I crammed in my mouth. A spoonful of mayo. I was thinking about recreating it, honestly. Let me check. Oh, I think it's... No. No, I think it's gone. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What a highlight. Your monthly mayo cost must be large. I don't eat mayo that often, but when I do, I lather that baby on. All right. Mr. M, we have date was super clingy for first date slash bathed in cologne, add super sexual out the gate. Sheesh. Do you guys know you have the option to just leave the date? I feel like we are all these guys to have a story to tell us long enough to experience multiple red flags. You need to remember there's an exit. Like, you have every right to just boom, just go. Just go. You owe no one nothing. Is it a turtle backpack? It's a Bowser backpack. Hello. Gosh. Okay, instead of going, let's take a pause for all these bad dates. What is my worst? My worst date is just pretty normal. I don't think I've had. Oh no, I take that back. I think my first date ever was the worst date of my life. I was in middle school, about to get into high school. And this was the Facebook days. And when you're in middle school and high school, all your hormones are raging. You have no idea how you like measure up. So you're pretty eager to go on any date of someone that's remotely a decent looking human being, right? So your girl Chan was on Facebook, and some other middle school boy from another middle school hit me up, same grade, and he's just straight up off the bat like, do you want to be my girlfriend? My dumbass was like, sure, because he was like, you like anime? That was like the first message to me. And then the third message was probably like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I'm like, I have a boyfriend now. And I told all my friends. And they're like, then call him. And I was like, what? No. Oh my God. And they're like, he's your boyfriend. Like, you call him. And I'm like, okay. So I called him, and then we ended up figuring out a time to go on a date. And of course, both of us brought our friends. So he brought his best friend. I brought my best friend. And this was the douchiest guy ever. Like, turns out we ended up going to the same high school, right? Didn't know he's some like spoiled ass rich kid. He didn't even pay for the date. Um, we hardly even talked, and the reason why I never talked to him again and ghosted him was because at the end of the date, he threw his drink at the trash can and it went everywhere. And it's one of those like swingy trash cans. It made no sense. So I went, my first date ever was literally with the biggest douchebag you could possibly think of. And then we had almost all the same classes together in high school. Didn't care much about it because it was middle school. So I was like, oh yeah, we're like past it. Like, who cares? We don't even count that as a date. Like, we didn't even really date. No, this guy had a personal vendetta against me. And he bullied the hell out of me. He slut shamed me. And I was like, I'm just a nerd. I literally like annotate books for fun. You think I'm a slut? Like, well, I mean, now I can't say anything, but before. Hey, I'm not a nerd. Thanks, I guess. I am fine with being a nerd. I took all AP classes, okay? Being a nerd is great. I am a proud nerd. Being a nerd means that you take things seriously, you analyze you put all your mind and your passion into understanding and soaking up knowledge. So, nerds for the win. Okay, so now we have Mr. B. Instead, we've moved on from the blind dates, right, and all these random strangers. Mr. B, tell me why. This is his response. It was with my ex. She kept forcing food into my mouth that I didn't like. B, she's your ex. You knew this. What the heck, man? What do you mean? Hextech donating 5 subs. Bro, have we reached another? I think we've reached the goal. Let me check. I'm gonna have another hot tub stream tomorrow. No, we're 9 subs away from me having a hot tub stream. Every 100 subs, and I need to make this into a menu. Every 100 subs, we do a hot tub stream, and we're 9 subs away from a hot tub stream. If we make it today, tomorrow, I'll do the hot tub stream before, before gaming with my gals. Gaming with the gals is going to happen at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah. I'm so excited. 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'll probably plan on doing the hot tub stream, if we make it, for like 3 hours. So probably be on around like 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Are you guys gonna make it? You better be there. If it happens. Hasn't happened. I shouldn't talk like it happens. I am not expecting it, but it's only 9. EGIRL, easy money. It depends. It depends what your goals are as an EGIRL and like where your strengths are. Like, for example, if you're trying to become an e-girl and you have never been into fashion, you've never dealt with makeup or like done anything with your hair, it's gonna be difficult. If you've never done eyeliner, granted I'm not wearing eyeliner, but if you don't know how to market yourself, there are plenty of beautiful, beautiful women that do not make a lot of money because they don't know how to market themselves. They don't know how to use technology. So I would say yes, in theory, if you are decently capable at learning all these different facets like lighting, photography, marketing, style, customer service, and things like that. So, yeah. But at the end of the day, you're still an entrepreneur. You're still responsible for every facet of the business, and you're very alone. So, but I will say, yes, you can still make like 100, 200 extra dollars just hardly marketing yourself, which is still a win, just taking a couple of pictures. So yeah, why not? You can do this as a guy. It's not just limited to women. I follow a bunch of amazing OF guys and e-boys. So yeah. Customer service sounds funny. Is that where you avoid ban for misbehavior? No, guys, I have to hold my tongue sometimes. I get the dumbest comments at me, like, and I'm so sassy. Like, if some guy says something dumb to me and they're obviously trying to be like sexy and somehow, and I just like don't vibe with it, I have to be like, okay, so let's just say like one comment was, is it bad that I get hard looking at your pictures? And I am like, whoa, naturally, that's crazy. No, everyone's flaccid when they look at my pictures. But I can't say that. That would be terrible. You don't log on and visit my page to just listen to me sass unless you're into that. So I have to be like, yeah, babe, that's cool. Hextat finished it off, 9 subs. We are going to do another hot tub stream, 2 hot tub streams this week. Holy moly. Thank you guys so much. Woo! Oh my goodness. You guys spoil me. www. All right. Tune in. We're going to have a hot tub stream tomorrow. And then on Saturday, if you guys are on your best behaviors, maybe I'll do another hot tub stream just to celebrate partnership. I'm blushing. I'm blushing. What time? Okay, I will plan on just starting ASAP, like 10-11 Central Standard Time. Tune in. I can't believe we reached that. I can't believe we hit 200 subs in a week. I can't believe I'm almost a partner. You guys spoil me so much, and I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's talk about this topic. I love this topic because I think people misjudge how difficult it is to be an e-girl. There's a lot of, yes, when you start out, it seems so easy. It seems like easy money, but there's so much complexity that happens behind the scenes that you guys don't understand. Like, even me at my level and my level of success, there are some months I just wanted to quit it all, because like some months would be way up here where I'm making a ton, everyone's interacting me, my content's getting looked at, and then the algorithm changes, and then everything goes down here, and I'm just at a loss. I don't know what to do. I want to give up. I'm like, this isn't for me, especially as someone like, I am not really a sexual person. I honestly got into this because I'm an artistic person. I know how to create sensual images, and it just worked for me at the beginning. And when you don't want sex to be your entire brand and image, but that's your product, it's hard to create understanding and like reasoning within yourself of how to align that brand. But some women, they love sex. That's their life. That's they feel really good. They collab with a bunch of people, and it's amazing, and it's consistent for them. All they have to do is show how sensual they are. But when I'm not feeling sensual, when I'm not feeling at my best, I don't want to create content. I mean, think about times you're sick, and think about sometimes where when your weight fluctuates, you still have to create content, or else you're not going to get money. Oh, and by the way, you're responsible for all your accounting. You're responsible for making sure all your documents are in order. And yeah. And when your content isn't doing well, you still have to get up the next day and say you can do it, because you're the only person in your company. You can't rely on anyone else. You can't go ask someone else like, hey, can you help me? Because everyone else in this industry is fending for themselves. A lot of people in this industry are super selfish. They're not even going to tell you or help you out. And please asterisk that there are a lot of also really great people that are willing to help you out. But if you're not willing to make those connections and go the extra mile, then I do not do management. I am my own management. I do everything myself. I personally hire other creators to help me with my side accounts and scheduling all of those messages, like the pay-per-view messages. They schedule all those pay-per-view messages for me. They do some of my wall posts, but I am like down their throats. I am so picky. They have to do everything my way and how I have structured it in the past that I've always done. I don't trust management. I don't like management. I've tried them before, and they're just so weird and icky, and I'll never do it. So yeah, I tried actually starting my own management group to do the same thing for other women, and I talked about this in another stream, but that's one of the reasons why for a couple of months I was totally Mia, because that went really poorly. Sometimes you make all this success and you want to do something else with it, and you take business risks, and there will be times you will fail. There is always times people fail, right? And I experienced a bunch of huge failures. I tried to start a social media website, which is a huge jump. And I knew that I probably couldn't do it, but I really wanted to try my best, and I did, and I didn't succeed, but that's okay. And then I tried starting my own sort of management group, and that didn't work out. And I spent a lot of money hiring these girls to help me, and I lost a bunch of money. It wasn't worth it, and I thought I was really dumb, and I went into this huge depression. I wasn't eating very well. I struggled with a reliant on marijuana, but now I'm out of it, because that's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. At the end of the day, you gotta want it. You gotta keep at it, even if you're at your lowest, and even if everyone's telling you you're a failure, you're getting all of these hate comments and blah blah blah. You have to stand up and say, whatever, fuck it. So it's like the mental, I would say at the end of the day, if you want, at the end of the day, what makes a successful e-girl is drive. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go viral one day. But if you're that e-girl that stays consistent, that learns and reads the market and always consistently posts and tries to make the best content, you're going to improve. Your growth is gonna go like this, right? Meanwhile, the other e-girls that have no idea what they're doing, maybe they're really hot, some months are gonna go like this and then they're gonna go like this. Like, I follow a lot of women. When I was first starting, I looked up to them so much. I was at like 2K followers on Twitter, and I saw these girls who had like 30K followers on Twitter. I'm like, I want to be like them so badly. Oh my God, they're so successful. And now tables have turned. Like, they're looking at me and they're like, what the fuck? How did you do it? And I don't think I'm doing anything different than them other than I listen. I don't just think I'm all tits and tats. I don't think I'm the best out there. And if you stay humble like that and you always know there's something to learn and you're not the answer for it, other girls are doing it better. And this is the same for any business, right? You look at other businesses and you're like, oh, they're doing this really well. You take that for yourself. You go to this other business, they're doing this really well. You take that for yourself. And you become this conglomeration of all these things you look up to. You're going to go so far. You're going to do so well for your business. Just don't give up and keep at it. There are some months, because I have employees, like, I made negative money and I still went at it because I knew I had the drive to be successful. And I'm streaming when I'm in a really good mood, and you guys have seen me like happy and dapper, but like just a month ago, I was the total opposite, rock bottom. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to take pictures. So yeah, it's not everything everyone makes it out to be. And it's really scary. Like, I can never move to Hawaii, apparently. One of my friends used to live in Hawaii, and Hawaii is such a small island. So as soon as she took a picture at a beach, if the guy lived in Hawaii or was familiar in Hawaii, they knew exactly where she was. So that's why she left Hawaii, because she did end up getting stalkers. Like, there's so many guys who think you just posting a sexy picture is an invitation for them to have sex with you. Like, just straight up. It's crazy. It's insane. I don't get it, but it's true. So yeah, if you're this kind of person who's watching my content, I don't want to have sex with you. Here's your sign. I'm straight, but I heard there's a market for bears on OF. I'm considering trying, but I don't have the resources. So if you're considering getting into OF, I will say I don't like this question coming from straight males, because I've had a bunch of really annoying and gross males say that to me, and they're like, well, I don't want guys to sub to my OF. And I'm like, you're literally an idiot. And I just end the conversation. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is your market. Like, you think I want to you think I am in love with every single guy that subs to my OF or something, and that like I like every single guy's attention? No, it's a job, and we do it, and we know what to expect, and we're thankful for anyone who's willing to support us, no matter their gender, race, size. I am so thankful that anyone decides to consume my content. But yeah, if you're looking to go down the path of doing OF, some of the things that I would recommend is starting out being faceless, because no one really knows if they want to be in the field or the market. So I would just suggest, go faceless. That way, if you don't want to be in that community or industry anymore, it's more easy to exit. You have less risk, less people trying to like ruin your life for existing because you're just some random stranger who cares. They can't put a face to you. So I would stay faceless for a little bit. And then another thing I highly suggest is do your research. Before I even started getting into the OF market, I spent day and night reading all up about it. What are the risks? How would I go about it? What are the resources available to me? What are things I need to know? What are the prices I would charge? What kind of content would I produce? Really think about where your boundaries are and what you would like to offer. And there is a Reddit subreddit that is dedicated to OF advice. So go on there, check it out, and just do a bunch of Googling. Look on Reddit for a bunch of resources, and yeah, because they're out there and they're amazing and they worked for me. And as you start looking at these resources and you like a piece of content or an author that made that, reach out to them. Start following creators that you want to be like, that are around your niche, and reach out to them. Some of them are super nice. I can honestly tell you, one of the guys that I follow that's super nice is Booty Star Galactica. He is an OF creator that's been around for years and years and years, and I've been following, and he does an amazing job. His pictures are amazing, and he's faceless. He does not show his face at all. It's just his nice little booty. And one time, a guy friend of mine wanted to break into the market, and I asked him, I was like, hey, I don't know what the market is like for guys. If he wanted to reach out to you and get some advice from you, could he? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. There is not enough guys in the OF market. So if you guys are thinking about it, I would. Now is the time to strike, because a lot of guys are so adverse against it for some stupid reason. You guys have the court in your hands, man. Just do it. Why not? Also, another great thing about OF is that you start getting fans who love you for your body. And yes, obviously don't end up with someone who only likes you for your body, but getting people to pay to see your body is very confidence boosting. Even though I have days where I hate my body, going through my OF messages and comments of you guys just being like, oh my God, you're so hot, look at you, step on me, oh my God, mommy milkers, shit like that. It really does help my self-esteem when I'm feeling the lowest, and I read all of them and I appreciate all of them. Even the best ones I will screenshot and save for myself in a little Discord, so that if I'm ever feeling down, I just look at those messages and I can't help but have a smile on my face. They're just the best. Some of them are so goofy. One of the comments I got on a TikTok was, I would take your discharge and use it as cooking oil, and I will never forget it. Another one I had was a Twitter comment, and it was, even my daughter would smash. So I got the father and the daughter. So what? Okay, I think I had some stream questions. All right, so good starting advice for streamers. It's crazy that you're asking me this, because yes, I would say I'm a semi-successful streamer right now, but Oh yeah, you're the taxidermy guy. Oh my god, that one cracked me up. No, if I don't know if it was you, but one guy said you could kill me to taxidermy me. I was like, ah. Okay, so streamers. I seem like a successful streamer now, but like just a month ago, well, I wasn't really streaming before, but before earlier when I was streaming, I was not hitting these numbers, right? And I think the difference between before and now um, is that I have a cohesive brand and message that I want to put out in the world. Before this whole get up, let me hydrate. I think it's been a while since I've hydrated. Okay. So I'm really happy I went through this like depressive uh, period because during depressive moments, it really allows you to self reflect. And that's why I'm never like too sad that I'm going through a depressive episode, just because it's so natural for me. Life is never going to be all ups. Life is going to go like this. So you kind of, when you're someone who's used to being depressed, you learn to just ride the wave and like starting to appreciate it, because honestly at my lowest I become my most artistic, I become my most like self-aware and things like that. So before this whole episode that I had, I really had no guidance or direction of what I wanted. I was just trying to make the most money as an e-girl and get the most exposure. And I thought I could just do that by being really cute. And it worked for me for a little bit. But I've been doing this, as you guys know, Monkey Chief and Proby. I think that was your username. I would recognize it if I saw it. As you guys know, like, where was I going with this? Oh my god, that's my thought. I'm so nervous. So yeah, I was just being this e-girl. I was just kind of lost, trying to make a bunch of money, and now, oh yeah, I've been doing this for 4 years now. And when you do something for a long time that you're not really passionate about, you kind of burn out. Like, what's the meaning? What's the purpose? And so during this 4 month of depressive episodes, I just chilled out. I was like, as long as I pay my bills, I don't need to worry about constantly getting that exposure. So let's think about what I really want for this world and society and what I would want to put forward. Because before all this, like, whenever my friends would ask for my socials and to see my content, I'd be like, no, it's so cringe. I don't want to show you. Please don't ask. And now I'm like, yeah, you should, because I'm talking about a lot of stuff that could help you, honestly. And so during this reflection period, I realized the things I really care about is helping people learn how to choose better people in their lives, like dating and friendships. And that's why this whole thing started, like why I've started mainly focusing on dating relationships. And another topic that that touches hand in hand with this is taking care of yourself, self-care, self-love, and what that really means. And self-care and self-love isn't just, oh, you should just love yourself. Just tell yourself you love yourself and just like feel it. No, it really does take hard work. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I someone I would date? And during my depressive episode, I would look at the mirror and say, no, I would not date myself. And that's why I'm depressed and that's why I hate myself. But that's okay to be at that stage, because now that we know this, we can start analyzing, okay, well, what are qualities that I would date? what are things I would look forward to in a partner that I would want in myself. And for that, it was always self-improvement. I'm working hard. I'm at a career that's helping people. Like, you know what makes my day? I love doing these Twitter posts, not only because, yes, I get a bunch of exposure thanks to you guys helping my tweets go viral by interacting with it every time you guys comment. It helps push my posts to other people. But when I actually start going through and sending all of these free pictures, scrolling through the comments, I will get guys that are like, this made my fucking day. One guy was like, it's my birthday and this was such an awesome birthday gift. Or like, I've been really depressed recently and like, I saw you just message me and it just made my fucking day. And like, these are multiple people saying this to me. Just a picture is making their day. And that just makes me so happy that I could just brighten someone else's day. Just that one day, you know? And then I end up messaging them multiple times and they're like, you know, these are posts that I look forward to in the week, and that just makes me happy. So I just want to make people smile. I know that's a really simple thing to do, but character arc cilantro. I think you probably meant to put Chanco, but cilantro is hilarious. And yeah, so now I'm on stream and I'm telling you guys about my journey and being just forward with you guys of my depression, my addictions, and things like that. Because unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot of selfish e-girls in the world, and e-boys, not just girls. I don't mean to target people. Or not even just selfish, but like we don't think to share other aspects of ourselves because in our minds, you guys only care about that sexy part and that's the only part they show off. But I actually think it's really cool if we show off what makes us humans, because not every e-girl is the same. Like, I am very different. I don't go out very often, but I do have a bunch of like close friends. I truly am just a regular gal who happens to do OF because I wanted to have more time with my family and friends. I have a bunch of friends and family all across the world, and I looked at my career and knew that I would not have enough free time to ever spend with all of them should I continue that route. So I'm so thankful for y'all's support and helping me create this lifestyle for myself. And I hope I can show you guys healthy ways you guys can have a better life balance and healthy activities and habits for yourselves that I've picked up that's really helped me. Oh, thank you, Punished. What were you doing before OF? At first, I was a marketer. I was a marketer for a dental firm. Then I was a marketer for a networking company. And then that went to crap because I was getting bullied by older women in my workforce. And then I wanted to switch careers, that maybe this couldn't happen. So I was trying to get into actually software engineering. I took a boot camp and it was really cool. I am so happy I did it, but I was still looking down the barrel of corporate life and how it was structured. Like every time you enter a new corporation, most of the time, not all corporations are like this, thank God. Thank you for the managers and bosses that truly understand people who are multicultural, who have family lives. But but a lot of the times when you first join a company, you only get a week off maximum. Then you have to wait at least a year or 3 to get 2 weeks, or then to get 3 weeks of vacation. A lot of the companies that I was in, you would have to have worked for 5 years before you get that. And yeah, that wasn't gonna cut it for me. My brother asked me and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna show him. Oh, are you talking about you're not gonna show him that you're in a bad place? But I got a job and I'm training. Thanks for being a cute girl who cosplay. I'm glad you like it. I said hi under your post. Thank you for saying hi under my post. Sorry if you didn't get your picture yet. I normally wait a while to go through because I want all the comments there so I can just scroll and go through people. I have to take breaks though because Twitter, if you ever see a DM from me, oh, you're streaming. Oh, sorry. Okay, I understand. If you're ever getting a Twitter message from me and it says pic.twitter.com/ blah, 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 I have no idea why it does that. Sometimes it just does that. And so I have to take a break and it's random. Twitter literally shows me a random assortment of the comments. Normally it'll put in the most recent comments as I scroll. It's really weird to explain, but like essentially if you comment while I'm scrolling, I will most likely see it and message you. That's why if you like comment and then I message you like right away, like within a couple of seconds, it's not that I'm a bot, it's that's how Twitter shows me comments. So there's no such thing as an entry-level job anymore. Guys, I don't know if I want to talk about this. It's gonna make me depressed. Like, the job industry is really depressing. And I hope I can become one of those Amaranth millionaire streamer girls, because the first thing I would do is make a company and be able to change the corporate structure in America and make a company that creates more jobs and helps the world in some way. Like, I would love to do that, but we'll see. I have a YouTube. What do you mean? Exclamation point S. Come on, Mr. Uber, you are behind. Just showing off you're not a true Chan fan. Don't even know I have a YouTube. Oh, that was a huge side tangent. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I always love our candid little talks. All right, cheers. Let's hydrate, guys, because that's another key in staying healthy. Hydration, because we are 70% water. Don't you forget it. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Wait, what? 70% water, but my DM's still dry. Shut the heck up, Hextech. Okay, we got Mr. O. A girl showed me her knife collection and wanted to watch American Psycho, and you didn't marry her? What the heck? Why did you just tell me that was a bad date? Who is she? Give me her number. I'll date her. What the fuck? What the fuck, Mr. O? You're the red flag. You are the red flag. If you're in here right now, fix yourself. Fix yourself. Go watch a self-help video. I need her. I know. Cut me. Tell her to cut me. I'm ready. I'm tired of work. I'm about to go to the beach, take pictures of random people's feet, and make profit out of them. I hope you succeed, Milo. Okay, one of my favorite professors in college was this marketing psychology professor. And he was my favorite because his introduction was, "Hi, I'm your professor. I went to college. I used to work at blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as I saved enough money, I became a beach bum during these years. And then I ran out of money. And then I went back to work. And then I saved up enough money. And then I became a beach bum again. And then I ran out of money again. So now I'm here. Hello." And I'm like, this is what I want. This is the life I need. So, Milo, I hope you get it. He is so real. I know. I am manifesting this success for you. I hope you find this beach bum life somewhere in your livelihood, some era. It's coming. Chan EGIRL energy. Boom. Would you get a nose job? Are you trying to tell me I need one? What the fuck? Honestly, another Chan honest moment here. During my 4-month slump, I really did think I needed all this plastic surgery. I was doing a bunch of research. I was looking up all the doctors, lining up like what I was gonna get to look like the Korean girl. And I am so glad I didn't, because now that I'm out of the slump, I think I'm hot as fuck. I love the way I look. I am a proud Chinese, Indonesian, Vietnamese mix, and I don't think I would want to change my features at all. I love it. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but right now, I love my nose. I love my face. I love my mouth. I love my eyes. I love it so much, I'm not even wearing makeup right now. And most of my streams, I don't feel like wearing makeup. I feel the sexiest when I'm not wearing makeup. I just feel like I can take on the world. So yeah. Thank you. I always find a way to have fun on a date. Good for you, Mr. E. I have other ones that just make me sad. It's just like, no chemistry, okay. I'm just still laughing at Mr. O, like, what the fuck? A girl showed me her knife collection and wanted to watch American Psycho, and that's the worst date for you? What kind of girl is your type? Like, goes to church, is a nurse major, boring, ties her shoes. All right, what else do we got? I was gonna do reaction videos. All right, should we find some videos to react to? I've been saving this for last. Like, one of the videos, you don't have to tie your shoes. Listen, I don't tie my shoes very often. Church girl, nursing student, 2 red flags in my book. Why is nursing student a red flag in your book? I want to know. I was just saying, like, that's like the stereotype. Okay. So I was gonna bring up these YouTube videos of the Whatever podcast. Have you guys heard of it? All right, let's see. It's gonna be a hoot. It's just essentially like these. You love them? No. Thalage. I'm disappointed in you. What do you mean? Red flag. Okay. Oh, hello. That's not the screen I want. Window capture. Okay. Yes, the women haters. Let's do this. How do we do this? What's lives, I think, right? Podcasts? Lives? I should have pre-bound a video.
Welcome to the Whatever.
All right, I have no idea what to expect, guys. I've only seen like TikTok videos of them, so I have no idea what this video is gonna be like. So let's just experience this together. Why don't we? Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Talk podcast where we try to make sense of the modern dating hellscape. Thanks for tuning in tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. We're coming to you live from Santa Barbara, California, every Sunday and Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm your host, Ryan Atlas.
Would I ever go on? Yes, I would love to go on, but they only take girls live. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try muting them and then you guys will hear it through my mic. But if that's not cool, let me know and I'll just mute myself and then play it. But so yeah, I would go on, but they only take girls live. So I'd have to fly to them and they're in California. So I asked them, they reached out to me and I had asked them if they would take me virtually because that would take a lot of resources for me to get to them, but maybe, we'll see.
Joined by my co-host Kiki. She's a bit shy. A few quick announcements before the show begins. This podcast is viewer-supported heavy YouTube demonetization, so please consider donating through Streamlabs instead of super chatting, as YouTube takes a brutal 30% cut. Some quick maths for y'all. So if you super chat 100, YouTube takes 30. If you donate 100, Streamlabs only takes 3. Streamlabs.com/whatever. Link is in the description. Donations and super chats $10 and up will be will be displayed in stream overlay. Donations and super chats $100 and up will, no, hold on. We've switched it. Okay, I've got I forgot. This is what I forgot to fix. Donations and super chats $50 and up will be read/answered. If you want to interact nearly instantly with us and weigh in on the conversation, consider sending a TTS, text-to-speech message. That's $100 and up. Triggers TTS. TTS is via Streamlabs only. We lowered it a little bit. Please see the description for all triggers and full details. We have channel memberships. To become a member, hit the join button. Tier 1 is just $5 a month. You can also gift memberships. We're also live on Twitch right now. Guys, pull up another tab. Go to twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow and a Prime sub if you have one. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch. It's a quick, free, easy way to support the show. Every single month, we got merch, shop.whatever.com. Stuff you can wear to not be naked. Don't be a criminal. Get some merch. Follow us on Instagram at whatever. Any girls who want to be on the show, DM at whatever here on IG if you can make it to Santa Barbara. If you're interested in sponsoring the podcast, you can also DM us there. Follow me on Instagram, BD_Atlas. I never post. I'm not going to clog up your feed with bullshit food photos. Check out my nonprofit movement. Big Labia Matter, or BLM for short. It's a grassroots movement, really the pressing issue of our time. And, I am kind of the spearhead in this.
That's a joke.
Blazer, groundbreaker, pioneer, vanguard of the movement. So definitely need your support, gentlemen. If you can't catch the full shows, we have a Clips channel. Link is in the description. That's our main Clips channel, guys. We are trying to get to 1 million subscribers on there, on the Clips channel. We're less than 100,000 away. So if you guys can go over there, just drop us a sub. Guys, get us to 1 million. Appreciate it. Disclaimer. The views expressed by the panelists do not necessarily reflect the views of the Whatever podcast. Without further ado, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves. So please tell us your name, age, location, so where you're from, and occupation. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Daphne. I'm 24. I live in Colorado right now, and I am an OnlyFans creator.
All right, welcome.
My name is Venus Vixen. I'm 20. I live in Miami, and I do professional porn and OnlyFans.
All right, welcome.
My name is Alyssa. I'm 28. I live in Santa Barbara. I am a mom and a preschool teacher.
All right, welcome.
I'm Katie. I'm 28. I live in Los Angeles, and I'm a writer/editor.
I'm only cheering the other girls because I
just like online content, very boring stuff.
have
Nothing
OF
like writing books or anything like that.
Okay, got it. What about you?
I'm Angelique, and I am 24 years old, and I am the president of a nonprofit organization called Life Dress, where I hand paint pro-life apparel to start conversations about abortion so we can end it in our lifetimes.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What about you?
Hi, my name is Sarah Ramirez. I'm 19. I'm here at UCSB, and I am a peer tutor.
What are you studying at UCSB?
I study math, and I'm getting a minor in math education.
All right, welcome.
Hi, I'm Sarah Stock. I'm 20. I'm from Newport Beach. I go to Vanguard University. I'm a college student, and I work for Rebel News as an editor, and I'm a Turning Point USA president.
All right, welcome, Sarah.
Hey guys, I'm Jake, Rattlesnake TV on YouTube, Jake Rattle SNK, Instagram and Twitter. I'm a YouTuber, 28 years old, from Australia originally,
Nice.
but here today with a lovely panel. We've got Taylor Swift on the panel.
Very good.
That's a spinning.
Yeah, guys, go check out Jake's socials and his YouTube. We have his YouTube and IG linked below. He's got a great YouTube channel, so guys, be sure to go subscribe. And he is a veteran of the Whatever podcast. Which one of you bestowed upon him the title of I forgot. That was you. Yeah, Jake's a veteran of
I like it.
whatever podcast. Great. So we're going to go around the table once more. What's everybody's relationship status? So, single, talking stage, situationship, friends with benefits, relationship, married, polycule, sex, cult. There's all kinds of things. How long have you been single if you're single? And what's the longest relationship you've ever been in? Starting with you, go ahead.
So I'm single right now. I've been single for, I'd say 2 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The longest relationship that I had was, it's a weird one, but it was, I would say about 1.5 years, almost 2 years.
Yeah, that's the things.
And sorry,
I've
you said
seen,
you've been single for how long?
Him throwing a fit and being a baby.
About 2-3 years.
Kicking guests
2
off
years.
when they
And
talk
longest was
back with valid
1.5
points. That's
to 2
crazy.
years.
I'm glad they get it
Got it.
on
What
film,
about you?
though.
I'm in a
That's the
relationship.
only thing I would want.
I've been
Like,
dating somebody for like 3 months.
I don't mind if
and
he
the
kicks
longest
me out, but as
relationship
long as
I've
I
been
get
in
the
is 2
footage.
years.
The guy that you're dating, is he also in the adult entertainment
No.
industry? No. Is he like a normie, a civilian?
Yeah, he is.
Is that the term for, what like people who are in the adult entertainment industry, you call like people who don't make that kind of content civilians?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So he's a
I call
civilian.
him normal.
Yeah.
What's he do?
He's a student.
Student? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are about the same age then, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's in college. Okay. Well, I'd hope he's in college. Okay, what about you?
I was married, but I filed for divorce, so we're separated. And that was my longest relationship, and that was almost 5 years.
Okay. And that was your first marriage? First and only marriage?
No, I got married at 19, and that only lasted a couple of years.
Married at 19, divorced at when?
21.
21, and then you got married again when?
At 24.
And then divorced again. Who initiated the divorce for both of the marriages?
Me. They
Both
were
times.
both unfaithful.
They
Yeah.
were both unfaithful.
Yep.
Okay.
First one was more like drugs and alcohol, too.
Mm.
And then I got tired of that.
She just
And
got.
then second one, I thought I married a good man, but he was unfaithful to me.
Okay. And so, how long have you been single?
8+ months.
8+ months.
All right. So my poor girl just does not have a good sense of people and who to trust, and that's just unfortunate. Like, we're all given different cards in life, and sometimes we have a good radar for that and sometimes we don't, but that's okay. Like, she obviously is a lover and she wants someone to be faithful to her, so we still, yeah. I will say, I do not condone cheating. I think cheating is totally wrong. But I will say that when you're married to someone, there is more that matters to the relationship than just sex. I've never cheated on anyone. I don't plan on cheating. I'm not a very sexual person. But I do think if I was put in that situation that I would evaluate more than, oh, he cheated on me. What is, or she, or they, what is the mental state they're going through? Why might they have done that? If you're married or willing to marry someone, you have signed up for everything. You have said that I accept you through it all. And so even though you might end up divorcing at the end of it, I would honestly be on the side where you go to counseling and figure it out, But yeah, I think marrying in your early 20s is a little early. Especially she said she was married and they were only together for 5 years. At 5 years is when I start contemplating marriage. I say, be friends with this person for as long as you can. Date them for a year or two, move in with them and see what it's like living with this person for 3 years, and then we can think about marriage. Yeah, I would say it depends on the person. Hopefully, if I have followed this timeline, I married them for a reason. When you marry someone, you're saying, I give my heart, my body, my soul to you, because that is how impactful you are. You don't marry someone because it's going so great and you're like, oh, I guess the next step is marriage. You marry someone because you're like, you have had such a profound impact in my life. I want you through most experience with me, and you are worth it. You have also, it's not just me dedicating everything to you. That other person is also saying, I dedicate everything to you as well. And we all have our weak points. Like, let's say my weak point is I never clean the house. Like, we know this isn't true. We've had streams where I'm cleaning the house, right? But let's say I am the perfect, ideal woman in your life and your mom loves me and shit like that. Like, everything's going great, but I don't clean the house. That is a weakness you have to live with. Like, everyone has one. And maybe this person, their weakness is that they are sexually active and they want to have an open relationship. I would at least consider it and try it, because if I have married this person, you have to compromise. You have to accept their weaknesses and live with this weakness. Just because someone really likes a clean house doesn't mean they should just be like, I would never marry Chan. It would just be something they should know coming into the relationship. Like, Chan doesn't clean the house. This is something I will just have to do. Hopefully she can work on it and things like that. Like, that's kind of, I know, like, I think it's the media. The media's has poison, I shouldn't say poison. This is such dangerous language that I'm using. But the media has influenced us into thinking, like, if they cheat, leave. Oh my God, how dare they? But in a lot of, like, before modern society, we weren't monogamous. And I think that's okay. And as someone who is, yeah, exactly, like, just listen to them. Like, try to understand why they did it. And if they don't understand, like, you either decide at that point, do I want to try to go work it out with them and help them understand, like, let's go to therapy together. I think that's a great route. Or if they never want to understand and they're still going to be reckless and yada yada, then you decide to leave, and that's also okay. There's nothing wrong with leaving, but I just personally have experienced some people in my life, like, they're telling me their story, and like this girl, and the only thing they say is like, oh, I left because they cheated. And it's like, that's just one thing. You married him for way more, or her, because this happened to actually one of my exes. We're just talking, and I just like keeping up with my exes because they were a huge part of me. Like, we shared intimate moments. We were friends. Why would I not want to keep up with them? And he said that he's leaving his wife because she cheated on him. Well, like, that's all he said. That's it. She cheated on me. I'm leaving. And it's like, okay, but like, what other things did she do? Did she clean for you? Did she cook for you? Did you pay attention to her? I don't know any of the details. Like, you just told me she cheated and you're leaving. You're just calling it quits. Like, that's crazy to me. So yeah, and they were only married for like a year. So just be careful. Like, number one, you want to choose to marry someone, you would risk it all. You go into marriage not because everything's all handy dandy and great, but you go into marriage because worst case scenario, even if you have to divorce them and you lose half of your everything, was that person worth it? At this point, knowing this person and everything they've given you, are they worth losing it all? If they're not worth losing it all, don't marry them. Because I promise you, there's someone out there that even if because we cannot predict the future, guys. Everyone changes. I am not the same person I was a year ago. I'm not the same person 5 years ago. Okay? When you're marrying someone, you're signing up for life, but you're just hoping it works out, because chances are, because of how much I know about this person and dealt with this change throughout 5 years, I can kind of sort of graph where it's gonna go. But if this person changes in 10 years, that's okay, because the profound impact they have on my life right now is worth that risk. And that's all I want to say when it comes to marriage. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their priorities. To you, if cheating is a huge, big thing, that is okay. Everyone has their standards. Some people are more okay with it than others. But just communicate. Just know that no matter who that person is for you in their life, at one point, they're gonna hurt you. My best friend has hurt me. My best friend has said really mean things to me in the past. But I was able to take it and forgive her because of how meaningful and impactful she was in so many other ways. So that's why she's worth dealing with. Now my other friends haven't helped me, that I dropped, didn't help me in profound ways, wasn't there for me, wasn't trying to help me and build me as a person and character and be there for me when I needed them. And so when red flag things happen, I was out the door so easy, did not miss them, did not shed a tear. I was so excited to leave that situation, even though I had considered them my best friend at one point. So it's the same thing with relationships. Everyone at some point is gonna hurt you, and they're gonna do the thing that will hurt you the most. But when it gets to that point, if they're worth it, they would have helped you in all these other aspects. Like when you needed financial help, they were there for you. When you needed emotional support, they immediately drove to you without any questions, without you begging them. It's just in their innate desire to just be like, oh my God, you're struggling? Zoom, this is someone I care about. If you haven't experienced that, that's okay. Keep going for it. You will find someone like that. There are people out there for you. There is a person out there for everyone to love, whether platonically or romantically. I think the people who are going to find the most love aren't the people that just get lucky and find it right away. It's the people who are resilient and are determined to find those kind of people, because you know every single person you go through, you're learning new things. You pick up red flags faster. So every time you meet the next person, you're able to know faster and quicker, like, is this person worth my time?
Were you separated? So the divorce was finalized 8 months ago? Or you were like separated for,
No,
how long have you been
separated.
separated?
8 months.
Oh, 8 months, okay.
Yeah.
Is the divorce finalized?
No, it will be in a couple months.
In a couple months, okay, gotcha. And you said you have one kid, two kids?
Yeah, I have one little daughter.
Is that from your first marriage, second marriage?
No, second marriage.
Second marriage.
Yeah.
Have you been dating at all since the separation of your most recent relationship?
No, I want to be properly single before I do that.
I see, okay, got it. All right, what about you?
I'm in a relationship. We've been together for almost 3 years, I think. And it's by far the longest relationship I've ever been in. So, yeah.
5 year?
No. Almost 3.
Oh, sorry, 3 year, okay. And so your current relationship is the longest one okay.
Yeah, by far.
Got it. Okay, cool. What about you?
And I'm in a relationship. It's been 2.5 years. And it's my longest because it's my only.
2.5 years, okay.
I'm single. I've been single since birth.
Single since birth.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the right guys.
Okay, single since birth. Have you been on a date?
Yes, they were not successful dates.
They were not. What's the longest
I know. He's
period
like
of time
just
that you've
interviewing
seen
them. I want to know
somebody?
what about him? Is he single? Is he divorced?
Like I said, I'm waiting for the right guy. I did have a guy.
Oh, hold on one second.
Brandon Nix donated $100. Cat lady has an Amber Alert from her mental institution. Did she show up in a white smock?
She did actually. She showed up in a what is it? One of those straight jackets.
We're gonna keep that a secret.
Yeah,
we're gonna tell everyone.
Until you houdinied your way out of it.
Yeah, they've actually allowed her to venture out of the psych ward just to make it onto the whatever podcast. So
My one opportunity to be free.
yes,
So happy I'm here.
Yeah, she does have an ankle monitor too. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it. So okay, you've been single your whole life. Like, what's the most? Have you been on like 3 dates with one guy, or you've only been on like just a bunch of first dates, none of them worked?
Just a couple first dates, and it hasn't really worked
Gone
out.
further, and is that because they didn't want to see you again, you didn't want to see them again, mix of both?
I kind of had to let them down a little bit easy. Yeah, I didn't want to see them anymore.
Okay, and why was that?
I
he's, like, literally just waiting
I didn't
to,
feel
like,
like we
dig,
were on the
I feel
same
like.
wavelength when it came
Just
to
waiting
certain
for
topics, and he was I don't want to be rude, but he wasn't he didn't catch my interest, I guess.
His co-host
He wasn't physically
is, like,
attractive?
blow up dog kind of explanation about him,
Both ways,
right?
like as a person and physically, yeah.
Okay, and you said you guys didn't match up on the wavelength. Like what specifically? Like difference of values?
Yeah, he told me he had a bunch of friends who like were doing drugs in the dorm, and I was like, okay, I'm not about that life, so
Was he doing
good
drugs?
luck. I don't know, because
Oh.
like I said, it hasn't been further than a first date.
Yeah.
But
Are you sophomore at UCSB?
yes, I am.
Sophomore. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still in the dorms or?
No, I have
Okay.
a place. Yeah.
Okay, so this was back. Was this back like your freshman year?
Yeah.
Okay, and so that was one date, didn't work out. What about? How many first dates do you think you've been on total?
That's literally the only one.
Oh, you've been on one first date.
One first date, and I don't really like to count it. I like want to
Okay.
start over, but
You want to start over?
guys, it's a deal. It's a whole deal.
Okay, so you've been on one first date. Have you been asked out by other guys, but just not
No.
been on dating apps at all?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to simmer in this because of how many freaking guys just make it a whole ordeal to tell me I've never been on a date, I've never had a girlfriend, and they make it such a huge deal. And it's like, bro, you're not that special. There are so many people out there, women included, that haven't been on very many dates or any dates at all, or haven't gotten asked out, still a virgin. Like, chill the fuck down. Like, why are you making this my problem? It is not my problem. This is your problem. You just keep it to yourself. No one needs to know this. You just go about your life, and if you want to go on more dates, ask people out on dates. And this is proof. Like, look at her. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. She's going to school. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just, as I've said in a previous stream, everyone is shy. No one's asking out anyone on a date, no matter how good looking you are. If you want to go on dates, go ask people.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone to ask.
Okay. And
No one's asking
She's
at the college
waiting on
campus.
someone to ask, and then it's
What are
just
these
gonna
guys
stay that
doing?
way.
Are they trying to
don't
slide
know.
into the DMs? Are they?
I actually keep my account pretty private, so like I have to get to
And
know
she's not
someone
even
first
marketing
before.
herself, so,
not
like-
like necessarily like I'm not going to accept a first date from a stranger, but I don't think social media is the way to go. Like, I would give them my number if they had asked. Yeah, they have asked, but I give them my number and then they don't reach out. So I'm like,
Wink,
okay.
wink, hint, hint, boys. If you're watching.
Are you religious?
Yes, I am.
Christian or?
Christian, yeah,
Okay.
non-denominational.
Are you waiting until marriage?
Yeah. I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Sarah?
I'm single. I've never had a long, serious relationship or anything. I've had like 2 pretty short relationships and a lot of first dates kind of thing.
How many first dates would you say you've had?
No idea, to be honest.
More than 10, more than 20, more than 30?
I I don't know. Probably around 20 over my life.
Okay. What's the longest period of time that you've dated a guy?
Like 2.5, 3 months, I think.
Let's get to the questions.
Would you call
man.
it a situationship?
Just
Have you
ask
ever
them
called somebody your boyfriend?
The questions and their
Did he call
opinions.
you
I don't think I give
girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll say like what, 2 to 3 months. Right. And you're also religious, correct?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Are you waiting until marriage?
Yep.
Have you always waited till marriage?
Yes.
Wait, so okay, I mean,
What kind of question?
not to be too forward here, but you both are virgins, is that correct?
Yeah.
That's what waiting for marriage means, my dude.
No shame, just okay,
Right
cool.
on.
I said yes, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Jake, what about you?
Yeah, single. Been single for 2 years. So, yeah, for the longest time, I've been single.
All right.
Nothing's changing.
I mean, Leslie from our previous show was making some overtures. Anything happened there, Jake? Or
No, when
gonna stay
Leslie left,
single
we
if
never,
you're, like,
never found each other
opening
again.
line to hitting on girls. You got Taylor Swift over here.
So that was
and
it.
then her friend was, despite being in a relationship, seemed like maybe a little
I don't know.
flirtation going on.
Me and you were talking
there.
upstairs, Brian, and then just, yeah, it was over.
It was over. It was done.
Yep.
It was done.
You distracted me.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well. Yeah. Well, you guys.
Not my type, I'll say that.
Which one? The
Neither of
Leslie?
them.
Oh, neither of them. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, guys. So that's everybody's relationship status. I think the first thing I want to do is actually, this is perhaps something new that I'd like to do as a good jumping off point. Some of you have reached out to us wanting to be on the show. I like to have discussions with people who disagree with me on things. So, does anybody here, maybe you've seen the show before, maybe you've seen clips, is there anything that any of you disagree with me on? Maybe you've seen something that, clip from the show. I think that's a really good place to start. So anybody, anything?
She's jumping at the bit.
Yeah, but like I feel like it's a lot, to be honest. So I don't really know
lot
where to
that you
start.
disagree with?
Yeah, I feel like pretty much we're on the opposite ends.
Okay.
Just ops.
Yeah. Are we opping each other? Like with that?
Well, we're having a conversation, but why don't...
Yeah, I don't know where to start, but it would probably basically be anything if I had to just guess.
Yeah, but I'm going to need you to be a little more precise.
Like you talk a lot of politics on
Okay.
the show. You're more like conservative.
Am
I
I?
would say, yeah,
Okay.
pretty conservative. I would say.
I feel like I'm pretty vague when it comes to my politics, and I typically don't get super political, but...
I mean,
I'm very conservative, if you would like to.
But
if you want to take the lead,
oh,
there,
no, I mean, I'll...
Yeah.
I'd say I'm moderate to conservative. Ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone,
I don't want to tell you
everyone
like,
in that room was
you know what I
like,
mean? Because it's my
what if
opinion
he's-
and
No, I don't...
whatever.
So, okay,
Oh, no.
what do you disagree with me on?
Like everything. Like I would
Come
say
on,
I'm
what?
probably the most left leaning here. Like
Okay,
I'm
sure.
more like socialist, communist.
That's a good place to start.
Ish.
Okay.
Right there.
So you're a socialist / communist.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think what's like the tenet of communism? You don't believe
Do you
that?
believe in private property?
Yeah. Do you believe in? That's what I was.
See, it's really hard to navigate these kinds of conversations, but it's basically like you can look at how we kind of are, like America right now, and how we are like economically.
like this,
Like
no.
most Americans are living like under the poverty line. You know what I mean? And like even people who are getting $100,000 salary, $200,000, they're living paycheck to paycheck. And I just think everybody like livable wages should be happening. You know what I mean?
Can
Cost
you
of living shouldn't be so
point
high.
me to an example where communism or socialism provided a better quality of life than the life in America?
I think Cuba was really promising up until the U.S. like started putting.
Do you realize how much?
Restriction.
Oh my
Do you
god!
realize
That girl said no, you saw her. She shook her head. She was like, no, girl, no. Someone's... Yeah, I think if I was on the podcast, I would just, if I was beside her, I would just put my hand on her and just be like, no, honey, no. Girl.
How much
Cuba.
of a shithole Cuba is?
That's because of the United States.
So you don't think it's the fact that the government went and nationalised everything and they put Che Guevara in as the head of economics in Cuba, somebody who had never done that before? They nationalised the industries. You don't think that a bunch of guerrilla...
I don't want to watch this. I think we should just look at clips. Let's just look up clips. Whatever clips. That was cringy. All right.
So
let's
both
try
of you
to
do
this.
OnlyFans. How much do you make, Nicolette?
I make a lot.
How much per month?
I think it's like kind of tacky to say like exactly how much money you make.
I mean, it's
That's
tacky
not-
to be on OnlyFans in the first place, but
Shots fired.
I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Great girl.
That's like bad vibes right there. Like, oh my god.
disagreement is bad vibes.
But
So both of you do OnlyFans. How much do you make, Nicolette?
All right. I want to hear like. Oh, here we go.
A lot of guys are socially awkward.
I think you're a bit ignorant to like the average guy's experience. Consider this, right? Most guys, the average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing as the woman he's attracted.
Oh, you're talking
like
about
his grandmother was an amazing woman and a very, very feminine, natural woman, and his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in the Western world.
So you're talking about hoflation.
Yes, it's hoflation.
Hoflation. So modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
A lot of guys are socially awkward.
I think
What?
you're a bit ignorant to like the average guy's.
How did they get to that? They were like talking. Did you know in this journal, this men's science journal, that we have to work 4 times as hard to get a woman 20 times worse than my grandma? What? I don't even know how to logically respond to this. I think I would just laugh at them. You know, I thought I would get good content out of this, but this is just guys nowadays have to work very hard for women worse than their grandmother. He did a whole thing on it. He did a whole study. He did a whole science panel where he took the guys and he measured how much effort they put into getting the woman by studying their texts and looking at the gestures they did, self-proclaimed, of course. And then he measured the women based off of height and, you know, looks and career and what? My guy, my dude. What is even hopefully okay, first of all, I think you're referring to women may sleep with more men on average, but I mean, sorry, I didn't say that correctly. I was like going to another thought. Women might sleep with more men than they did before, but men are also sleeping with more women than before because that's social media and connecting. That's just the nature of technology. We're exposed to more people. What's the minimum a man should earn for you to date, compare that to your grandma. Inflation proven. Yes, there is inflation in our economy. Yes, everyone has to make more than their grandparents did because inflation happens because we have the rise of technology. And when technology rises, all of these jobs become easier. So then what the argument is that this is how the economy works. You know, we have all of these finite things in the world, like number of houses, let's say for whatever. Okay, very, very simple as much as possible. We can only create 10 houses a year, but everyone wants a house. Everyone's trying to afford the house, right? So there's 20 people trying to get houses, but there's only 10 houses available. So back then, before we had all of these new jobs and opportunities, and to make it easier to do jobs like being an e-girl, not a lot of people could afford these houses. So back then, only 5 people were looking for houses, and we had 10 houses we could build every year. So it was all good, and everything stayed consistent. Now, technology changes the field. Now, 20 people can afford that house. But because they can afford that house, the price of the houses change because it's so limited in demand. And that's just reality, and it's really depressing to think about, but that has nothing to do with who women sleeping or women in general. That's just life. That's the economy and how it works. With the use of AI, I mean, I could be out of a job. Who knows? There's AI doing my job, and guys are paying for the AI, you know? So oh yeah, so yes. Unfortunately, with the use of technology, it's only a handful of people really get to touch that technology and take advantage of it. And of course, the human nature to take advantage of it, they're going to like pull that money and keep it for themselves. I mean, if you want to be a competitive player in the financial game, you have to, at age 27, you have to have like 5 substantial streams of revenue. And who the fuck has time for that unless you sacrifice your family time, your friend time, and things like that, and just throw yourself into your career? It's possible. Anyone can do it if they really wanted to dedicate themselves, but and it is depressing to think about, like, these billionaires are up here and we're here, and our rate is like this in terms of economical growth, and theirs is like this. But let me just return you guys back to the thought of my dream, right? It is really overwhelming to think about that landscape where everything is moving fast and I have to keep up, and if I don't keep up, then I'm no one, when that's not true. Like, we can choose to have a simpler life. Are you near a city? Are you near all these different people? Are you near young people? Like, no, probably not. You're probably very more isolated from society. You're living in the country. It takes you a bit more, but you pay less rent, or your mortgage is cheaper. You have more property to grow vegetables and fruit and have a more sustainable lifestyle that is just you, then I think that's the route I'm deciding to go. At one point, like 25-year-old Chan was trying to do this. 25-year-old Chan was trying to create like 5 different revenue streams and work her tail off to achieve this. And a little bit I still am, but there's a balance. Like, I think it would be really cool to have like 4 or 5 revenue streams, in the sense that, you know, I have my main job right now that is content creating. My second revenue would be stocks and my retirement. Third revenue stream, I would really love to start like an art brand, and that would just be fun. So it's just like easygoing. Fourth one would be really cool, is if I just grew some vegetables and like had some chickens and sold that occasionally. So for me and my brand and what I'm going for is, yeah, I am the e-girl that doesn't live in LA, because LA is overrated. LA is filled with a bunch of people who are so well, I shouldn't say this blanket statement, but a lot of them are just like influencers that are trying to prove themselves as the best influencers. And it's like, you don't need that. Like, we have the internet for a reason. You can be this top influencer game in the middle of nowhere. I mean, look at, what's his face? Like, I think it's like Mr. Beast or someone. One of those big YouTube guys literally moved him and his entire team in like, I think Greenville, North Carolina, and all the houses were nice but cheap. And he's still a huge YouTuber, you know? For whatever reason, we're just so bombarded by the media and people that are like hyper successful, because the hyper successful people, their content is pushed on TikTok because all of us are looking at them. We're like, wow. And like every time I go to somewhere like super fucking fancy, like, yeah, it's fancy and nice, but it's so fleeting, and like, what's the point? It's just so superfluous. Like, anyone who cares about that stuff is just trying to flaunt it for other people to care about them. I feel like the true people who care about aesthetics, I mean, they're the artists creating it. They're like grinding every day to create this wonderful masterpiece. That is true appreciation for art, is being in there. But when you're just paying for it and you're just going to a fancy hotel, like, it means nothing. You're just paying to look cool, and people are just gonna look at you. They're not gonna like care about anything else. They're just like, and as soon as you don't have that money, no one cares. It's all gone. Everything's dropped. You have no one to support you. Now, if we move away from that concept and we start focusing in life about the things that are substantial and that matter, like creating a community, creating memories with friends and family, then when we reach rock bottom, we know who to rely on. We have a couch to sleep on. We have less worries, you know? But when you have, like, Chan was trying to build a social media company, Chan was trying to build a management company. When you're building all those things, you're adding so much more stressors in life. I have co-workers to worry about. I have employees to worry about. I have bills, this bill. And literally, if I just didn't have those companies, all of those bills would go away. And then I wouldn't have to make so much fucking money. So, yeah. This is my life now. I'm just trying to chill and relax. And I really want to plant this year. My tomato seedlings died, but that's okay. We can still go to Lowe's and Home Depot and buy more of the sapling types. And if you guys haven't had a plant in your life, I would highly suggest it. It is so fun and rewarding to see this. Need more heirloom tomato. Oh, I saw this hack, right? You slice your tomato and you just put it in the soil, and apparently they grow. You water that because the seeds are already in it, and I'm assuming like as the flesh of the tomatoes deteriorate, that becomes nutrients for the seeds to grow. Yeah, everyone wants the money, but no one wants the responsibility. And that's why we look up to billionaires, because they are crazy enough to sacrifice all these things to build jobs so that our economy can grow. So there's a balance. We do need billionaires to think to the next level and have that pressure to grow jobs and make opportunities for us. So it is great, but for me, I hope it happens, but I'm not going to kill myself over it. Your 20s are your best years, and yes, you should grind because you have the energy and you do have the free time, but don't forget to take the time to enjoy with your friends and family, because that's what the money is for. Hi, thanks for following. So, fuck these guys. I think it's silly to shame OF women, because what they're lacking is, why don't you get OF men on there? Why aren't you shaming OF men? It's just so obvious they have this agenda to hate on women. And what I would be really curious about is what their love life is like. That would be my question to them. You know, like, do you have a wife? What is your relationship with your wife like? Are you guys close? Do you tell her everything? Like, is she the best thing in your world? Because I could not imagine being married to a man where his job is just to hate on women all day, every day. And because it's contagious. When your job, oh, they had OF men. Good to know. I'll have to check it out. When you have a job you're passionate about, you wear it all the time. And when your job makes you happy, you bring it home and you're like, oh my God, look what at my job today. This is what we did. And it was so amazing. When you're stressed at your job, you're stressed at home. You bring it home. You're like, don't fucking talk to me. Like, and things like that. Or all I want to do is just play video games all day. And it's okay to have that. But if your job is literally to feed on hate the entire time, don't you get tired of it? I would just get so tired of hating on people. Like, that's not an emotion we are made to have. So like, you're stressed and you're hateful, you're gonna bring it to home and like push it on your family. Like, as someone who grew up with a really fucking stressed out mom, I don't recommend it to anyone. My mom would bring home all her stress. She would come in my room. She was an amazing mom. I love my mother, and she was a hard-ass working woman, but she did not know how to deal with her stress. So she would come home, open my room, and be like, clean your fucking room. And my room wasn't that messy, especially for a teenager. And I would be like, yeah, I'll clean it. And I'll be like on the computer, playing video games, relaxing, because I had a huge schedule as a kid, and I wanted to relax a lot because I always had something to do. I was always at school, I was in the top classes, I was doing piano, I was doing violin, blah, 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 blah. And she would come in and she's like, well, clean it now because I want you to. Because she had a whole week and whole day where no one was listening to her, and she came home and she's like, I need to feel control in my life because I don't feel it at work. Everything is going haywire. So don't be stressed, guys. Don't let work stress you out, because at the end of the day, you're working for your family and you're working for a happy life for your friends and family. So don't try to not take it out on them and leave work at work, you know. It's easier for me than others. I will say that, but do 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 do. So yeah. I'm working for my truck. Streaming is rough, guys. Or at least my model of streaming. Like I'm kind of running out of topics here, right? I've been streaming every day this week. I plan on streaming tomorrow and the next day. And I had topics I was passionate about and that I could talk about, but I need to, as a streamer, you have to do your research. You have to stay up to date with the topics if you're doing it like I am. I don't know about other streamers because I'm pretty new to it. I don't watch a lot of streamers, but I'm starting to get there. And so earlier this week, I've been doing research. I knew what topics I wanted to talk about, but I already touched on them. So now I'm like, oh no, I need to figure out my game plan. So it's a lot of research, and then once you're in the actual drive of it, like you have to keep the entertainment value. You have to make sure you're someone people want to watch. I mean, you have to make sure you're someone that people look at and they're like, well, I want to be this way, you know? And that's hard because, as I always say, no one is special. I don't think I'm all that special, so I think I'm pretty fucking boring. But I just have certain topics that I am really passionate about that I want to bring to the table. So it just depends. I would say for some people, streaming is easy. For some people, streaming isn't easy. I mean, if you're not built for it, then yeah, it's gonna be harder than a 9 to 5. Because I will say, the difference between a streamer, EGIRL, whatever, online content creator than a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5, you're most likely in a company that's been around for decades. They know exactly how to do your job. Someone in your company, multiple people in your company know how to do your job. So when everything's going haywire, you're like, oh, what do I need to do? There's always a plan laid out in front of you of what you need to do, metrics to say, hey, you're doing this right. This is good. Meanwhile, if you're a streamer, it's kind of everywhere, you know? You have no idea, and you don't have those resources because you're most likely new to the field. I mean, streaming has only been around for what, a decade, 15 years, I don't know. So yeah. Streaming, in theory, is the dream job for people. People think it's relaxing, but it's not. When I'm not working and I'm not making money, it is the most stressful thing. It is pretty hard to relax on vacation. So, because I'm just like, oh my God, I haven't posted. People are going to be mad. My income is going to go down. Did I schedule all my posts? But that's why you have to also try to hire people to streamline your workload. And that's what I did. So I'm able to go on vacation and be a little more relaxed because I've hired these employees to help me post while I'm away. So I'll still get that exposure even when I'm on vacation. So that's really nice. I'm seeing this conversation. I think streaming starting out is the hardest versus when you have a big following. Because when you have a big following, yes, you have to have high entertainment value at some point, but there are still moments if you're a regular streamer. I mean, I see girls literally, they're on their phone and they're getting hundreds of views just on their phone, not saying anything. And it works. How much do you expect your man to bench press? I don't know. As much as possible. At least more than me, which is pretty low standards. I don't think I bench press that hard. But I would say everyone's dream job should be a job they would just do it even if they didn't get paid. So that's like, that could be anything for anyone. You would be surprised. I think people over glorify streaming and being a video game content creator, but other jobs are super freaking cool too, like being a food scientist or being a, I don't know, what's the weirdest job that I learned, or like so niche. There's such niche jobs. Like there's stage managers, art directors, there's cat shelters, there's vets, so yeah, I would just choose a job if you had the opportunity you would literally volunteer for. And when I feel like I can chill and I've paid a lot of my bills, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to market for nonprofit organizations because I would absolutely adore that. I love marketing. I would help people. I would give marketing advice for free should people allow me to do that. I think I'm pretty good at marketing. So yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I would dream about this. I walk into restaurants and I'm like, I would change this, I would change this, I would change this, I would make social media posts of this and this and this. Like I could lay it out all in writing and I would do it for free. You have the freedom to quit streaming and get a 9-to-5 anytime you want. So the fact that you still stream proves you don't believe in your own argument that streaming is worse than a 9-to-5. So you literally didn't listen to what I said. I said it depends on the person. For me, a 9-to-5 didn't work for me. I am better at streaming. But for other people, like I said, streaming is really hard because it's not just streaming, it's also every other aspect around streaming that you have to do that is really, really nerve-wracking. I mean, you start streaming right now. Can you get the viewership I get? Do you think I just woke up one day and got this viewership? I've been a content creator for 4 years, and this is the first time I've gotten this kind of viewership. Like I said, streaming is really great when you're in a good mood. Your view count is in the 20s. That's amazing. That's better than my view count when I first started. My view count when I first started was like 5, 10. Like, so A 9 to 5 is really great for people who don't know how to build their own brand, who don't understand what it takes to manage an entire company. A 9 to 5 is great for people starting out. I am so glad I have the experience of having a 9 to 5. I know the fact that I had a 9 to 5, I am better off than all the other creators that never had a 9 to 5 because I understand corporate structure. I understand what customer service is supposed to look like. Oh my God. What happened? Oh no! Why, YouTube? Shut the fuck up. Okay. Yikes, for real. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. All right. Hi, you want to see the kitty? Hi, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to grab your pillow, but people want to see you. I know you like your pillow. He's like, what the fuck? Why did you take it? Man, I can't believe I'm getting views on YouTube. I normally don't. 7 views. Now I have to moderate my own YouTube. Oh my God. All right. I don't know who was like, streamers have it easy. All they do is play video games and mods do the whole jobs. Wait, what mods? I gotta do it my damn self. Hi, Chan. Is it cool that I call you that? Of course. You can call me Chan Des. Whoop, whoop. All right. Are we done with the weird people? Oh, there's PogChamp. Hey, thanks, PogChamp. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not a YouTube mod, but I didn't think I was gonna get the 7 viewers of YouTube. 2 of them were some of the worst viewers you could ask for, but no, PogChamp, do not apologize. It was on YouTube, it wasn't on Twitch, so I would have had to have figured it out myself. So, yeah. I suggest everyone to work a 9 to 5 job. Graham, I understand what you're trying to say. I think you just have an idea of streaming in your head, and I don't think you can say that for certain unless you've been a streamer for years. You're just assuming I need water. But I want to finish this thought. You're just assuming and taking it from like a successful content creator. But you're not thinking about it from the beginning. It takes a lot to get to here. So I think it is more soul-sucking than a 9 to 5 when you're talking about starting from the bottom and making your brand and building it up. All right, I will be back. I will answer more questions about being a content creator. Hydration. What? What the heck? Chalos Boss, thank you for the 25 subs. What is with these donators who don't even say a word? Thank you so much. Oh my god. This is a dance for you. Thank you to you and supporting this community and stream. Wow! What? What a donation. Are you even gonna say anything? Speech, 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 speech. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful life and love and career and you're welcome. I'm gonna cry. I can't believe you liked it so much. You would donate subs to me. Thank you so much. I will continue to do it. I will. Thank you. Okay, so in terms of being a streamer, yes, when you're at the top, it is a dream job, but you're just like, these are niche. It is a dream job for them. It is less soul-sucking for them than a 9-to-5 job. But I think that's so generic because there's so many 9-to-5 jobs out there. There are some people that really like their 9-to-5 jobs. There are some people that are glad they don't have to worry about all the variables that come with being your own company and business and face and things like that. I'd argue most people don't like their 9-to-5. Yeah, because of the US corporate like structure and how it's made. Like, isn't it so silly that everyone hates the way corporations are structured, but we're the ones who structured those corporations? I think it's a matter of changing how corporations are structured. I think more people who are like us that know that there are better ways to live, like a work-life balance, need to rise up and create jobs and create opportunities for others to like their 9-to-5 jobs. I have 2 employees. They like their 9-to-5 jobs. They're creators. They can choose to be a full-time creator should they want to, but they don't want to. They don't want to deal with all the stresses of always trying to come up with new content, to always be in the relevancy to always put out content and like keep up with all of these subscribers and followers and things like that. Sometimes they just want to be behind the scenes, and that is awesome. There are other companies out there that are doing those things. There, it's far and few between, but I don't think it's a matter of let's shame all these streamers for having this as a dream job and they're lucky and fuck them, because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from you, and I'm sorry if I'm misinterpreting that. I really don't mean to, but this is the internet and that's just how I'm interpreting it. It is a matter of how do we change corporate structure. Okay, I'm glad that's not the vibe you're giving. I apologize for misinterpreting your messaging then. But it is very rare that people make it as a full-time streamer. I mean, me, I'm so lucky. People like Jamie and Schloss Boss donated out of the kindness of their hearts, but that is very far and few between for me. I mean, I just started, so it's hard to say, but my streaming revenue is not something I can depend on to pay my bills, and that it's a like secure income revenue stream. What is it? Yeah. So it's a dream job for me in that I get to do it and have a little bit of income, which is awesome. But at the end of the day, like, I still do a lot of 9-to-5 things. A lot of the things I did in my 9-to-5 job and as a marketing assistant, which is creating Excel documents to map out the progress of projects. I still create my own graphics, which is what I did as a marketer. So I use graphic design skills to make visuals that make you guys more interested in like future streams or products that I have and things like that. But work process flows, absolutely. I create standard work documents for my employees. Like, my job is still very much very corporate like, and I still do all the things I did in my 9-to-5 job. And I liked my 9-to-5 job. If I wasn't bullied out of my 9-to-5 job by these women that were jealous of me, I would still be there and I would love it because I love marketing, and it was really cool that I didn't have to worry about bills. Graham, if you feel this way, then become a creator. No one's stopping you. But when you become a creator, you're gonna take that all back. You're gonna wish you had a boss, I promise you. There are a lot of times I wish I had a boss. I wish I could just turn off my brain and just do the same things over and over and do a 9-to-5. But there are some times, obviously, I'm very grateful for what I do and that I have the opportunity to do this. But the only reason I stepped into this field was literally because I just wanted more time with friends and my family, which is, to your point, it is a benefit of all of this. But when I first started, I didn't see my families and friends. I had to give them up for a year or two. Also it was COVID, so it ended up being good timing though. But yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? In an alternate universe, Chan would have just been some marketing girl clicking away, making cute little graphics. yeah. So, okay. One thing we need to do this stream for sure is to meal plan. Last week we made lentil soup and we made arugula salad and we made veggie sandwiches. The veggie sandwich was a bust. Not doing that again. I like another lentil soup recipe, but it's quite heavy. So let's look through some cookbooks. Let's look through some cookbooks and figure out what we're going to make next week. So a bit of a change I was describing early in stream, if you were there for that, is that I have lost weight and I don't want to lose weight anymore. So I'm going to add more protein to my diet. I'm going to eat a little dirtier, maybe add some cheese and stuff, just so I can gain weight back to where I was, maybe a little more. I don't know. I just know I don't know what weight I want to be. I know what body type I want. And at least before I was closer than I am now. I lost my peach. All right. Let's get this peach back. So if you're like me and you need to bulk up, follow along. Yes, this. I turned to this. This is what I want. Next week, we're making this. Sheet pan tandoori chicken. It has chicken, Greek yogurt, garlic, ginger, cumin, chili, salt, chickpeas, cauliflower, sweet potato, turmeric, lemon, cilantro, naan or brown rice. All right, check. All right, so this is gonna be like our main dish instead of a Sammy. I think we'll do the chicken and rice. Bye, Thala. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh. It even gives us leftover ideas. So if we have some left over, we can make a caprese chicken and arugula salad. I think I'll keep the salad simple this time. So I'll do arugula, like balsamic, olive oil, feta, some tomatoes, and then I'll just like sometimes pair it with the chicken if I want to have salad instead. So that will be our salad. And then we need a soup. Let's do a soup. Soup. Oh, if you're new here, let me explain. So, hi, I'm ChancoCat, and my whole thing is that I'm here to teach about hopefully good dating advice and how to feel better about yourself. And one of the most important things about feeling better about yourself is eating healthier. I think eating healthier not only helps you find the body shape you want and feel confident, but also just gives you such immense energy. And I can say this because I used to eat like crap. And ever since just being more veggie focused, it's helped me out so much. So Hello, welcome. All right, so in order to achieve this healthier lifestyle of veggie packedness, meal prepping is so important. So every week on Thursday, today, we're planning on what we want to make on Monday. And then on Monday, we will make it together if you'd like to make it. If not, don't worry, I'm gonna post the recipe. But on Monday, you'll see me make all these recipes that I am planning. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, another thing I wanted to do, me who's about to order food, and it is okay to order food. I had Chick-fil-A today. Actually, I have been craving like a chicken pot pie. Is that too much food? Chicken pot pie plus chicken tandoori. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the chicken pot pie, and then we should pick another main other than the tandoori chicken. Or maybe it's okay because we need the protein. No, I feel like that's too much chicken. All right. Chicken shawarma wraps, lots of chicken. Butternut squash chicken. What is with all this chicken? Oh, I actually made this with my friend when she was over. I did a lemon crusted trout with lemon butter caper sauce. That was amazing. All right, here we go. A salmon quinoa cake with creamy sriracha dipping sauce. All right, so we're gonna do, does that go together? Salmon quinoa cakes and chicken pot pie. Okay, I found it. There we go. Autumn sheet pan sausages with apples and harvest vegetables. Mikey, yes, I have boots. I am a lover of boots. All right, I think we've got it. Let's do this sausage, apples, and veggies with chicken pot pie. And then we don't need a soup or a salad. I mean, our stew is our soup. And then this is just our main instead of a sandwich, so yeah. What kind of boots do I have in my shoe collection? Maybe I'll do it in another stream. I do need to clean out my closet, so it would be perfect. Let me get my tabs going. All right, follow me on my other socials by !S, and I will be publishing these recipes that we'll be making, and clean out your closet tonight so I can see your boots. Mikey, demanding. No, it's gonna be another stream. Deal with it. I am the boss of the show. tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing a hot tub stream. So stay tuned. Follow if you would like to get the notification that I'm going to be on. And yeah. I think we're going to wrap it up at the end of this. I got 9 minutes with you guys. I'm running out of gas. Okay? Thank you so much. You're really pretty. Wow, Loki got farther. Loki, why'd you get farther from us? Okay, fun fact about Loki, my fellow Chanfons. Loki, whenever he lays down, his head has to be on a pillow. He thinks he's human. He copies me a lot. So he sees that I lay with a pillow, his head has to always be elevated on something. And that's why when I moved the pillow, he moved. He is a silly cat, just like his mom. In case someone has redeemed these and I missed it, here you go. Ara, ara. Nya. Oh, that is adorable. PogChamp says, my cat steals my clothes in bed. She has to lay on something that smells like me. Dalton, yes! You want it again? Okay. Like mommy pose. Hada hada. Cheers! Welcome to the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means so much to me. And we will be streaming tomorrow as soon as we can. Did you just ara? No. That was Loki. That wasn't me. I would never ara. What do I look like? A fucking weeb? No. I don't watch anime. Animes are for squares. And I am an oval. Oh. Ew. I'm a wrong boss. A wrong boss. This is the Chan farewell dance and song. She's so thankful for her community, for showing up and listening to her rants. And tomorrow we're gonna do a hot tub stream, and it's gonna be so much fun. You're sub because we have awesome supporters like Jamie, Shino, and sorry. Your username is unique. I forgot it, but Schlosh. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your week, guys. I wish you the best and hopefully see you tomorrow. It is swimwear attire. Show up with me. Get in your tubs. Put on stream. Don't drop your laptop in your tub. Make sure it's like, far away from the tub. I don't want to be dealing with some lawsuit because I told you guys to stream on a laptop with me in a tub and then it drops and then your families come and sue me. This is my disclaimer. I have told you about the health hazards. You can be electrified, so we're not going to take any chances, and don't do that. But it would be really cool if we're all chilling in our swimwear together, because what's better than a community stream? Then mark your calendars. We'll probably do another one on Saturday to hopefully celebrate me reaching the minimum requirements for Twitch partner, and then we'll apply for Twitch partner, and then we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. And if not, you'll still see me all 4 days, Monday through Thursday, streaming. But also tomorrow I'm streaming with my gals. So thank you, everyone. Mwah. Mwah. I'll see you on Instagram and Twitter in the meantime. No is never goodbye. I promise I'll see you tomorrow. Farewell.